Hey, Dave Knight here from 123daytrade.com. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being here. Day, Friday, April 26, 2019. I made a new trading account high today. I gave back a little bit of the gains that I made on the day. At the high water mark, I was up about 42 ticks, and I finished up 26 ticks. I tried to catch, my best trade was the first trade. First trade win, 42 ticks, and then I gave up 16 ticks to finish plus 26. Still in a new trading account high. I'm about at 30,500 or up roughly 500 in the FTP at this point. So I got about $1,500 left to reach the end of FTP and move on to the next stage. But I did reach a new trading account high for the week, so I was kind of happy about that. I believe today was day 7 or day 6 as an overall. I believe it's day 7. Maybe it might be. It is what it is. I can't think. I think I messed a couple days along the way. Could be day 8. Anyway, long story short, it was a crazy last couple of days. Were crazy. The last half hour of yesterday dropped 50 ticks in a couple in less than 30 minutes. Today we walked into a market that was free falling. It had. Long story short, if I can tell you this, when we entered into the trade this morning, or roughly about 7:25, I believe, the market had fallen 10p. So I was expecting the market at the 8 o'clock open to recover a little bit, and I was expecting it to go about half of that range up to 5p. What I should have done, if I would have went back, if I could go back in time, if I could go back in time, I would have traded a short side entry. There was a couple things that culminated right there. We had 2 Fibonacci numbers that were coming around roughly at the, I think it was at 64.40 and then at 63.30 something, 63.26 I think, somewhere in that area. I forget where the other Fibonacci number was, but I know that what we were looking for on the move up was 63.26. It went to 64.25, 64.26 on the move up. I got out. I was able to get 42 ticks on the move up, and it kind of crested there. And it's something I need to be able to see a little bit better, is seeing the other side of the trade. I saw the short. I'm usually pretty good at seeing the short, but at that point in time, what I should have done is, if I'm going to trade the next trade, don't try to catch a bottom that's basically, what I tried to do is catch a falling knife. I did stuff that I don't normally do. Anyway, at least I limited my loss. I had 5 trades on the day, and I still have a new trading account high at a little under. It's at 30,495, or basically 495 gain on the FTP. Fund trader preparation. So that's about it. It was, tell you what, these are kind of days you wish you had back. But on the other side is, I sat back and I took a lot of notes. I wrote a lot of stuff in my journal so that I could go back and review it, and and start recognizing these days. Now I know what I will not do. I will not try to buy a bottom unless my 200 bar SMA confirms that entry on a big movement day like this. So I basically do the same thing on a big movement on the upside. I'm very cautious about trying to take on a top. On the other side of this, I've been trying to learn how to trade the bottom a little bit better. So I'm going to give myself a little bit of leeway here, because I know how I like to trade the top, but I'm still trying to learn how I want to trade the bottom of a market. It was interesting. It was an interesting trading day today. It moved well over 12p on the range. The 12p range today was 179 ticks. On my spreadsheet, we went way past that. So I believe the low of the trade. Well, let's see. The low of the trading session was 62.28, and the high was 65.18. So it was almost a $3 movement. In fact, if we look at my handy dandy square of 9 Gann, we went 315 degrees today. 315 degrees. down. 62.34 is again 315 degrees today. These kind of days only happen maybe 7 to 8 times a year, if that. These kind of extreme movement days. So they just don't happen an awful lot. So I'm hoping that I do this video, I do a recap video later on, and then I put it into the course, and then I sit back and I can sit back and look at this thing again and have a plan of attack. Because unfortunately I don't have a huge plan of attack outside of the down movement. So if I wouldn't have catch the up, I would have caught the down, and I believe I would have caught about $1 down today. So about 1,000 ticks. 1,000 ticks. I wish 1,000 ticks. I think I would have caught about $100. $100. 100 ticks or $1,000 when I look back over my notes. But I'm going to do a trading recap on the video, and I'll attach it later when I feel like doing it. It was a fun-filled day in the market today. If you got to see the crude oil market, it was like a yo-yo, bouncing back and forth. Last couple of days were trending. Last half hour of yesterday, after it busted through 65.70, I believe. Once it got through that level, it was smooth sailing down. Coming into this morning, it looked like it wanted to go up for a little bit. It did. So the range at that point, once again, from the high at 65.18 to the morning low about 720 something, it was a 10p range, which was about 149, 150 tick range. So I was expecting the market to bounce back from the low about halfway of that, which would have been about 75 ticks, 74 ticks. So it got within a couple ticks of the low. I think it was like at 61, 60. I think it was 63, 61 was the low at that time, and it went back up to 64.25, if I'm not mistaken. So it was like a 74, almost 75 tick run up. So there was some Fibonacci numbers in there, and that I covered in the trading room as well. So anyway, I'll do a recap, try to put this all together, put it in the course, or maybe I'll add it to my YouTube channel so that you can see the thinking. Extreme movement day. This is one of those extreme movement day. Once again, they just don't happen enough. I wish they happened more, but this is the double-edged sword of the market. I had 42 ticks on the first trade, and I gave back 16, but I still ended up finishing up about 26 ticks up. So, it's one of those days that you could go back and you think, wow, this is a day that I could probably had about $2,000 in gains trading one contract if I would have just be a little bit better of a trader. So I was glad I was able to pull a little bit of profit out of the market. Obviously, things are difficult. They're not easy. These kind of movement, my plan, you don't see these days often enough to have, at least I don't see them often enough to know how to attack them the way I like to attack the other markets. So the other ways of trading the crude oil. So once again, trying to get better at trading the long. I was concentrating on the longs today when I should be concentrating back in my sweet spot when the short's there. So that's it. Talk to you later. Dave Knight here for 123 Day Trade. Have a great weekend. Once again, I made a trading account high at an FTP, and I'm about $1,500 away from running the. I still need about $1,500 to get to the top of FTP to move to the next step. See you later. Bye for now.